It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and our focus is on George Pickens. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Broncos and the Colts under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing. But as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
11, mighty.
Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
That's taken on the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
11 MT, 11 MT, tight. 11 MT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow for Marshall. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
11.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
11, mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Lawrence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw.
He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
11 Thomas.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
On one, ready?
From the 31, Burrows. He's got a man. That's Marshall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
11 mighty. 12.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On one, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 MT.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he floats one there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Lawrence to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deontay Johnson, 81 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go. Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow, complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
11 MT.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On second and 11 now. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
I'm one, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
12, 11, Thomas.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Hey. Bronco switch.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Colts at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, mighty, 11, mighty.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Quinnen Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul-searching now.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence.
He gets it left side of Johnson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Denver offense at the line ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They can re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
11 MT, 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. Right 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and goal from the 1.
11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
42.
Burrow looking to pass. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Burrow. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pickens on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
11.
Now a handoff running through the middle. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That's complete to Lazard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Lawrence going to throw again. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Burrow on play action. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, it's Lawrence. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Finding space at the 40. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On one, ready?
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find his man. It's Pickens. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
On one, ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 mighty. 12. 11 MP. 11 MP.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Here comes Cohen. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns, a little over a minute to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
11 MP.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
12. 11 Thomas.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.